Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we are going to give you a one question tarot card reading. I think there's two questions if anything, but we'll say then a two-question tarot card reading because I just remembered I think you had an extra question. So your name and info will be confidential. I will only go over your questions. Alright, so before anything, let's clear out the energy. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a quick little prayer as well. I'm not religious, but it's my way of tuning into your energy and keeping the information that comes through positive and protected, and that all the information that comes through may come through higher purpose and intention of God. So I'm going back to your questions here. Alright, so your question is, I'm going to just repeat the first question. I keep on losing it. I don't understand. I'm stuck in an internal process for the past 2 years nearly. Will I live life aligned with my natural expression, and does the future fall into alignment for me? Basically, will I find internal true balance, and does that bring me closer to who I am? Alright, so I'm going to just do a quick little prayer, and your name is, if I remember, okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels to reveal. Oh, I sneezed. Usually it's a good sign that spirit's with us. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I am focused on to reveal to them now what they need to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to this person the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I am now open to the spirit world as well, so any spirits that would like to bring in any healing, guiding messages, I am open to receive. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's purest intention, God's white light. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to start shuffling the cards. So your question is, will you eventually find balance to the point of where it will then lead you to who you are, who you're supposed to be, or who you are. Okay, so look at your name here. I'm just going to close my eyes for a bit here. Ooh, the cards are flying out for you. That's a good sign. I just need to get one more. So there's something, as I'm picking up here, I think one of your questions, there's something that has to do with, I know you're asking me that question, I'm going to answer it, but there's something that has to do with, I feel like you're comfortable, you're okay, but I don't feel like obviously you're saying you want to find that balance, but I don't feel like you're happy where you are. I don't know if it's the environment or the people you're around, or it's the job you're in, or it's where you live, or I don't know exactly what it is, but I do feel an uncomfortable feeling to that. where I just don't feel that sense of I feel comfortable with this. So I don't know if it's your job you're not comfortable with or the people you work with or it's the environment you're in, but there's something that I'm picking up with that. But I feel like you're very good at it, if anything, okay? So it's more of finding that inner peace within yourself that will eventually bring you balance and closer to who you are. It's more of that inner peace, okay? Let me see here. So these cards, there's obviously something catastrophic that occurred. It can be in your past or recently, if anything. If not, keep in mind there's something catastrophic. So usually a relationship, usually it can be a job, it could be something within the family, something that like fell apart, something that just came to that point where it fell apart, and it didn't fall apart obviously in a positive way. It was just very catastrophic. Okay. Um, I do see here, um, this represents new love or a new passion, a new friendship. Okay, I do see that here. I don't know if it's happening now or it's future prospects, but keep in mind, I do see a new love. I do see a new friendship, something that just it's gonna involve a lot of just emotion into it. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so if this is occurring now, this is just um, focusing on that and just clarifying that. Okay, this is also representing Page of Swords represents being up and ready for a project. But the fact that it's reversed, it just means that you're not in that place where you're like motivated as much. I do feel like you've been down. I don't know if you haven't been happy lately or something happened that you're not happy, but I don't feel that I feel that sense of sadness coming through. So either, you've been depressed or something triggered that sadness, and it can be the catastrophic thing that occurred, or it could just be you just feel like right now your life is just not exciting, or it's just the same thing every day, the same old, or there's nothing that you feel passionate about, or you feel like you don't feel like there's anything in your life right now that's really giving you that's driving you in life. Okay, I'm going to continue here. All right, there's something significant about the month of September for you, so keep that in mind. Usually it will mean if there's an anniversary, birthday, or passing, someone that passed or passed during that time, or a birthday, somebody's birthday in the family. Usually it can mean if it's somebody passed, they're just coming through to say hello in spirit, or if it's somebody's birthday or something like that, somebody's just being acknowledged, okay? Or they're just saying hi to that person, or those people if it's a couple of people with that birthday. So keep in mind there's something significant about the month of September, or even maybe something significant happened in September, but I'm feeling there's an anniversary, birthday, or passing, or something significant about the month of September, okay? Um, I really do feel it's more of an uncertainty that I'm picking up with you, an uncertainty that is my life just going to be always like this? Is there going to be a point where things are going to make sense, And I do feel like it will make sense once you realize sometimes in life things don't always have to make sense, and it's just the little things that will bring that happiness. Okay, so once you start like really loving and falling in love with the little things, life will then just automatically, you'll just feel that different, um, you'll just start seeing that different perspective of life. That life are more in the moments. What makes happiness in life are the moments, the little moments, okay? Not the broad perspective, if anything. Like, we can't think so, we can't be in the past and we can't be in the future. If we're too much in the past and the future, we're not really living life. And it causes us to be depressed, get anxiety, things like that, okay? So I'm feeling it's more of a reassurance for you, if anything, that what will allow that balance to take place and for you to come closer to to the concept of who you are is when you find that inner peace within yourself. Once you realize, okay, I can't control everything, I gotta let go, let God. Um, sometimes in life I just have to live in the moment. Okay, right now it might be crappy, but maybe it won't be crappy in the next month. Okay, one thing I do feel, if it's anything, I maybe you feel sometimes in your life like um things don't always happen to you. Like, I don't know if it's like you feel like your life is just, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? And think of it as you have a blank piece of canvas, and now you can continue to put all this paint and create whatever creation, uh whatever picture you want. So take this as more of a positive thought, that you can do whatever you want in life, you can manifest whatever you want in life, you can create your reality. Okay, once you start feeling that within yourself, okay, I can create my reality, I can make my life exciting, I can attract the people I want to attract in my life, attract the relationships I want in my life. Okay, so it's more of I feel like you need more faith. I don't feel like you have a lot of faith. I feel like it's dimmed down, or you question it. You're just like, is there really a God? Is there something out there? I feel like you feel it, but then you question it. It's normal to question things. I feel like you're just getting to that point where you just need more faith. You need more belief. Maybe you could do more spiritual things. I know it's hard to get into it at times because of how life is, unfortunately, because life, is not always good. Life has its ups and downs constantly, but I do feel like everything will start working out for you. You'll start feeling that peace, which will bring you that balance to the point of who you are, is faith. Faith will bring you peace within yourself and lead you closer to who you are. Faith and your own spiritual practice, your own zen, your own um, middle ground of, okay, this is happening, but I'm coming here, kind of thing. Once you find that peace, once you find that place where you're able to get to that point, you'll see things will start balancing out. You'll see that you will get closer to who you are. I just feel like you just need to stop controlling sometimes. You gotta let go, let God. Try not to control things. I think that's a big problem, big issue. That's probably why it's been such a long process, if anything. Okay. I'm going to see here your second question. I think it was something about a pain in the temple or something like that. I'm just gonna make sure here. I've had an energy on the top of my brain that feels kind of like gripping my brain and the body. I feel like energy flowing brain that unnatural is happening. Okay. So this is something interesting. Um, yes, I do feel like that is a spiritual experience you are experiencing, where you feel that energy on the top of your brain. Usually anything in this area in the brain, or by the crown chakra, is usually connected with the third eye. Okay, so it can mean that you're receiving information. It can mean that your higher self is trying to communicate with you. Your guides are trying to communicate with you. Okay, sometimes people could hear in different ways. People could hear a ringing in their ears. Sometimes people get headaches. Sometimes people feel a pressure in their head. Okay, whenever you feel like you're getting like that, the best thing I think you should do is meditate. Just sit in that moment instead of resisting to it, because the more you resist, sorry, I have a piece of stage there, so it's kind of like lighting on fire. um, the more you resist, um, the more it persists. So the best thing to do would be to meditate and just sit with it and be like, okay, what's trying to come through? What am I feeling? A lot of it can be also your emotions, stress. Um, so the best way to find out is to sit and meditate. okay? But I do feel like it's a spiritual experience, and your body's kind of like saying you need to sit with yourself and just you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, how do you feel right now? Okay? Because when we're living our day-to-day life, we don't do that. We're just watching TV, or we're working, or we're paying bills, or we're eating, and we don't sometimes sit with ourselves and be like, hey, how do I feel right now? What's occurring through my body right now? How do I feel about my life right now? It's sometimes important to take those pauses and reflect. So I think that's what your body's calling for: reflection, meditating, and being more with yourself in those moments and asking yourself, how do I feel? And releasing, okay? Releasing when you can, because I do feel like you suppress a lot. You suppress a lot, or you just avoid it and you don't want to confront it. You avoid it and put it in a drawer somewhere, which is, I'm being metaphorical with that. You put it in a drawer somewhere, okay? So I would say to meditate and sit with yourself and pray also if you can, and ask, okay, if I'm feeling like this, why am I feeling like this? It will bring that sense of calmness, and you'll see maybe it'll go away, or maybe you'll actually receive some psychic information, psychic vision, okay? So I'm going to pull out one last card here for you from this deck called Keepers of the Light. It's usually messages from higher essential beings, and this is going to be like a message that you need to know now, hon. That was pretty quick. I didn't need to shuffle that. Divine healing. So this is from somebody who's called Hilarion. And it says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal you. Your light can support others. So the green represents the heart chakra area, that there is that sense of healing that needs to be done in the heart chakra area with you. Okay, I'm going to read off the guidebook to see what Hilarion is all about. So it's interesting because we're talking about the world can be overwhelming. Sometimes we got to sit with ourselves and just take that moment and reflect. So it's interesting because I'm reading the first thing it says. The world can seem overwhelming to you, and it's okay to retreat to a safe space every now and then, you see, to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to serve others or share your healing with them, but please ensure you're filled up with light, love, and energy first, so that you're not sacrificing your own development for others. You are surrounded by the healing light of Hilarion and the healing angels at this time, so that you can recharge and feel whole. So what they're focusing on more is that you need to sometimes, like I said, take a breather, recharge your batteries. So for example, that pressure you're feeling there can be your higher self talking to you, your body talking to you. And when you sit and take those breathing moments, it's going to allow you to recharge your batteries and heal a little bit and cleanse yourself. Okay, so maybe you could do a visualization exercise where it allows you to help you focus on the heart chakra area. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that, hun. It's more of, you just gotta let go of the control and just, I just feel like you need to take care of yourself, like the card says. And sometimes you could give, but you need to receive sometimes. So take those moments for yourself. Take those moments for yourself. Okay? I do feel like you're going to have a spiritual awakening or some form of self-awakening soon in the next couple of months. And I feel like you need it. I feel like you need a break. And so that's what I'm picking up on. I will leave you with that. I send you lots of love from the heavens above, and thank you so much for allowing me to give you this reading. And I hope to speak to you in the near future, hon. All right? Lots of love. Bye now.